Coming to you from the studios of STL TV in Forest Park, it's the best of the STL. On tonight's show, fashion designer Paulie Gibson, Missouri Fashion Week co-founder Scylla Hall, heating things up in the kitchen, Thai Freedom House. Your entertainment for tonight, Nappy DJ Needles. And here are your hosts. Please welcome Cassandra Walker and Ivy Hartman.
And I'm Ivy Hartman. It is good to be back together.
It's so good to see you, Ivy.
Yes, yeah.
I missed you.
You know, I missed you too. I went on these whirlwind trip, drove across country to California, which is in and of itself a big deal. But when you do it with 2 children and 2 dogs, it's really an adventure. Oh yeah, this is why we drove, because I didn't know what to do with them, you know. So, and then my kids learned to surf, and the really cool hook here was, while we were in California, I actually saw a guest we had here on Best STL.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Larry Forgione. He was a caterer for the Rolling Stones, and he started American Place down by the center, the America Center. And he was there, and he's actually teaching culinary students in the Napa Valley now.
You're kidding.
And they were there in the Oyster Bay area where we were at. And so I recognized him, and he remembered me, and it was really fun.
You do such a good job taking your kids to California every year on a summer vacation.
They're learning something, and they don't even know it.
I know.
That's the key to summer.
But
what about you
guys?
guys?
Any pictures. Usually you send me a couple of pictures. Shame on you.
Come on, my hand's full. Are you kidding me?
I know. We've had a good time too.
Yeah.
You know, I went to Las Vegas to watch Scott play in the NBA Summer League with the Milwaukee Bucks, but you knew about that.
That's huge.
So that was a lot of fun. They lost and didn't make it to the championship round, but it was still fun just being there.
Yeah.
Casey was like, they have a lot of pictures of girls here. Why is that? I was like, it's Las Vegas.
That's hilarious.
Unfortunately.
Well, you were great on Facebook of putting updates with Scott.
I tried
and what's
to.
going on with him with the Milwaukee Bucks. And that's exciting.
Still working on that. I'll have to keep you posted on it.
Okay.
So much going on. Always will keep you posted. So if you want to find out what you've missed, you can always go to our Facebook and our Twitter. Of course, you can tweet.
Are you doing it?
I'm trying. That's why
I'll get better. Yeah, that's my summer resolution. How about that?
And STLTV.net as well.
That's right.
You know what?
Watch us on YouTube too, which is really great.
Catch up with old shows, and you can record shows.
Oh, I love that. I went back.
Too.
I was reviewing. We hadn't done the show in so long. I had to remember how to do it.
That's right. Her name is Ivy. I remember her now. And someone else is with us that we've missed, and that's Raina, who's in the audience. Hi, Raina.
Hey. Hi, girls. Good to be here today. I'm glad you guys got me in. And you know what? We are going to have so much fun on this show. I was over in the kitchen. I can't wait to see what she's going to be cooking. Nappy DJ Needles is here with us, and we have this great studio audience. You can be a part of the studio audience, too. If you'd like tickets, all you have to do is dial 314-552-2970, and you can come join us, hang out in the studio. But you know what? We have this great event coming up in St. Louis here. It's called Fashion Week, Missouri Fashion Week, and I've got Scylla Hall with me. Scylla is one of the co-founders of Missouri Fashion Week. Scylla, exactly what is that?
It's a 4-day event. We've partnered with Grand Center, which is an amazing district. They're really inspired about us bringing fashion to the district. They have everything from music to performances, and the only missing element was a really focused fashion initiative. So we're really excited to partner with them. It's brought to you by the Motor Museum, so it's 4 fabulous days of fashion, and you can expect something amazing every night with different designers every night.
All right. Well, you know what? Tell me this. Why Missouri? You could have gone to New York or L.A. or anywhere else. Why is this important for Missouri?
We have literally about 7 schools that every semester graduate designers. And all the designers are all moving to New York and LA and sometimes Chicago, but we have so much talent here in the state. And so we wanted to help them cultivate their dreams and bring things here to Missouri instead of taking it out there somewhere else.
And so what are some of the positive things that you've seen for these students that have come out of Missouri Fashion Week?
This is the first year for Missouri Fashion Week. We did a previous event, St. Charles Fashion Week, which inspired us to do a bigger, to have a bigger focus. And basically, we've just had so many people that have come from other places, you know, from San Diego, from Chicago. So we know that there's a draw. In fact, last year when we did St. Charles Fashion Week, MTV came, and that was really the, you know, the icing on the cake, which said we're doing something right, and we just need to get bigger.
And so what have you seen, what changes have you seen in the world of fashion here in this area because of what you're doing?
There's so much excitement. You have other events that are adding more stuff to what they're doing. You have fashion events happening everywhere, and it's really a collective effort. Everybody's interested in the fashion industry, but nobody has really pointed out that we are really actually happening here in St. Louis. So it's really great to bring everybody here and just really create that hub like they do in Hollywood with movies. We can totally do that here.
Fabulous. Well, thank you for being with us. And you know what? People are looking forward to it. When is Fashion Week? How can they find out about it?
It's August 21st to the 24th at the Motor Museum. And you can go to our website, MissouriFashionWeek.com, for all the information that you need.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And Cassandra's doing something in the kitchen over there. Cass, what are you doing?
I am having a wonderful time learning about exotic fruits, and you're going to learn about them too with Lisa Nesser with the Thai Freedom Restaurant.
Yes.
Correct. Thai Freedom, that's a unique name for a restaurant. Tell me about it, Lisa.
Well, actually, it's a charity cafe. So the cafe part of it is called Freebird Cafe.
Okay.
And it supports a charity for refugees from Burma called Thai Freedom House. Okay. So we have 2 things going on in the same space.
So how do the refugees from Burma end up in Thailand?
Yes. Burma is actually a neighboring country to Thailand, and they have a civil war. They have a lot of internal problems. And when people flee from Burma into Thailand, they become refugees. And they don't have any access to education in Thailand. They're not allowed into the mainstream school system. And they may not have any education because they've come from a war zone. So they could be completely illiterate, even in their own language. So Thai Freedom House is a school that gives them free language and arts education. We have art and music therapy, 5 different languages, 7 days a week. So it costs a little bit of money to do that. Yes. So 4 years ago, I opened the cafe to support it.
And you opened it there in Thailand?
Yeah.
But you're from St. Louis?
Yes.
So what are your St. Louis roots? I have to ask you a question. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Melville High School.
Okay, all right. So when you were going to Melville High School, did you have any inclination whatsoever that you'd be a missionary of sorts?
Well, not missionary, because I'm not affiliated with any church.
But you can be a missionary without being affiliated with the church,
I do have a mission.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly.
I do have a mission. So I did do some volunteer work in high school and with Bosnian refugees in St. Louis.
Okay.
And that's how I started working with refugees. And then that led me to India with Tibetan refugees and into Thailand with Burmese refugees finally.
Wonderful. And so today, when we come back in the next segment, you're going to talk about the fruits that you brought.
Yeah, I brought a little Thailand with me.
So is it important to make sure that they're getting healthy, nutritious food?
Exactly.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, when you're in a poverty situation and you're in a situation where they've come from places of extreme poverty and maybe had a lot of malnutrition when they were younger.
Okay.
So we like to, part of our education for the refugees is about living a healthy lifestyle and healthy variations on some of the snacks and type of things that they might eat because that's all they can afford.
Okay, wonderful. That is an excellent cause. I can't wait to find out more about it. So we're going to come back and find out how people can donate and give money, correct? But before that, we have a Sam's Club drawing. Now, Sam's Club is one of our sponsors, and we drew a name at the beginning of the show, and we're hoping that they'll wave to the camera when we say Dewana Morris is the winner of the Sam's Club giveaway card. Dewana Morris, congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, Sam. So make sure we give her this card. You can take me with you if you like. Don't take Ivy. Take me if you want to go shopping. All right, we're going to come back. Stay with us. We have so much show left. We have Paulie Gibson. He's going to talk about his fashion and what's going on in his life, maybe going on in yours too. Stay with us. You're watching the best of the STL. We'll see you in a minute.
some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Had a partner named Sasha. Thumper. I remember her number like the summer. When her and Susie get into a slumber. Party, but you cannot call it that because it was slumber. Well, it was more like spending the night. 3 in the morning, yawning, dancing on the street. I feeling like a feeling and a nigga feeling right. In the middle of the ghetto, on the curb, and the spike. On the bullshit, we on our back, staring at the stars above. Talking about what we gonna be when we grow up.
Welcome back. You know what, Ivy? At just 4 years old, our next guest already had dreams to be a part of the fashion industry. 4.
I know. It's neat. How many of us know at that young of age what we want to be? But truly, through hard work and dedication, he has turned those dreams into a reality and become a sought-after fashion designer.
Exactly. You know, I remember at 4 I was playing with Barbie. Trying to put her clothes on, not thinking about other people.
Yeah, and shoes.
Yeah, and shoes. Please help us welcome Mr. Paulie Gibson. Hi, Paulie. How are you? Welcome.
Thank you.
4 years old, Paulie.
Yeah.
My goodness, you have to set that scene for us, because I'm thinking at 4, I can only remember a little bit of things from 4, but I certainly wasn't having aspirations for my future.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I had a babysitter, Vera, and I spent a lot of time with her, and she was a seamstress. And she used to make things for people all throughout the city for, you know, debutante balls, weddings, you know, stuff like that. And so I was always with her, and so fabric store and everything like that, and I spent a lot of time with her.
Did you learn to sew then from her?
I did. I learned a lot of different things, like from 4, 5, 6. You know, she had a granddaughter, so I was always with her, and so like making like doll clothes and stuff, like I guess. Like I learned how to use the scraps for that kind of thing. So yeah, I learned a little bit.
Wow. That's amazing. So what about your formative years? Where did you go to school, and did you have any fashion at all training in high school? Because I know some schools have a class you can take to learn how to sew and such.
Yeah, I graduated from Pattonville High School. My mom was a fashion woman, and so I always loved that transformative quality that fashion had, and so I always wanted that to apply to me. So I got a retail job when I was 15. And I learned everything for the other side of it. So how to sell, market, do windows, how to ring things up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of those other things that go on with, you know, people think fashion designers just like, you know, sketch and draw and like, you know, spin around in fabric all day. And there's so much more. It's a business, and there's so much more beyond that. So I was lucky to learn that part first, I think.
And then you went to school at Southwest Missouri
in
State,
Springfield,
and then got this fabulous internship in New York.
Yeah, I was an intern for D Squared. It was a part of our program to graduate. You had to have an internship, and I just couldn't love anybody more than I loved D Squared. And I faxed my resume to them, and I remember she called and said that she liked me over the phone. And I flew to interview, and I had 7 interviews set up, and I didn't go to any of them but that one.
Really? So she made the decisions.
Yeah.
What is DC Squared?
D Squared.
Oh, D Squared.
They're twins, Canadian twins from, well, they live in Italy. Dean and Dan Caton. They had a showroom in New York and on Broadway between Spring and Broome. And so it was the place where their samples were to sell to buyers. So like designers need to be in a showroom in order to, not everybody, but you need to be in a showroom to meet with buyers and have a place of, you know, organization and to write the orders and all of that stuff. So yeah, like I was in there and I dressed the models, and when they came out, like I watched Bloomingdale's write the order, and it was really fascinating. We got to you know, watch the polls for celebrities and stuff too, you know, because for magazine covers and things like that. So I just remembered the other day, like we were talking about it. Do you remember, like, because I just saw Beyonce 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, in person?
Good concert. Yeah, at the concert in Nashville. And I remembered that her mom came in to get D-Squared for her video when she was filming Baby Boy, and I was the only one that was in the office that day. And I remember I met Tina Knowles, and I was like, I completely forgot about that.
This
that was
has
really cool.
all come full circle for you.
Little
I
bit.
mean, seriously. So from everything,
starting
I
to,
mean,
maybe.
you have now selected models, you have designed your own clothes on the runway, and you have celebrities wearing them.
I do now, which is weird.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's
So
really
walk us
weird.
through all
Yeah,
parts of that.
please.
Yeah, so I mean, I started my brand last year, and then it just kind of like started to rapidly accelerate, I guess. So I've shown in Los Angeles twice. Got Phoenix, Albuquerque. I'm going to Omaha, Nebraska. I was invited to do their fashion week there, which is I'm really excited about next month.
Yes.
My clothes have been, I met 2 stylists in Los Angeles, and they loved what I did, and so I was the only menswear brand they had. So in a matter of 6 months, my clothes were on The Voice, Dancing with the Stars. I've had 7 magazine editorials that have been out. Like just weird, like it's weird.
Well, how would you
It's weird.
explain, how would you describe your fashion? Because what you have on now,
Oh, thanks.
the green you made, I love that. It's
Thank you.
handsome. I want
Thanks.
to just take it right off and buy it for my husband. How would you describe it?
There's some great photos too.
Oh,
we
thank
want to walk
you.
through some of the, like
Yeah,
I know
for
that,
sure.
that we've got the line that you've launched for this fall, but
Yeah.
then others. Sorry not to cut you off, Cassandra, but
No, it's fine.
Yeah, so that was just a capsule that I did last winter. It was called Grape Jelly, and it was just kind of like a little purple story that I wanted to do. And then that was my very first little shoot for my new website. Those are 3 of my really good friends, Brett, Matt, and James. This is Blueprint, so that is my fall 2013 collection. It's kind of centered around the color blue.
which is really classic, but with a new kind of new age twist on
Yeah.
it. So a new man.
I think that's
thing,
kind of
right?
like what I do is like contemporary menswear. So like using materials that aren't necessarily like normal. Most guys have like, you know, button-down shirts that are cotton or a cotton blend or whatever, and this is a silk chiffon. So I think that like sometimes people don't necessarily think of that being masculine, but
And
I think it can be.
I like the snakeskin sprint. Now we have an audience
Thanks.
question for you, Paulie, as
Yeah.
well. So we're gonna have one of the audience members ask you a question, and it's
I
gonna
love
come
that.
right now.
What's your question for Paulie?
Where do you get your inspiration as a fashion designer?
That's a good question. A little bit, I'm like a weird sponge. Like everything kind of gets, I'm really artistic and I love really pretty, beautiful things. And so I think like somehow there's little notes that I catch and that get locked away. Sometimes it's I meet somebody and it's their career or their face or, you know, something that I really like about them or what they do for a living. I love opposites. I love contradiction. So I kind of like pay attention to those things and it gets kind of processed and then it's really easy for me. It's always been there, and I don't even know really how to explain it. But
They say when you have a gift, though, it comes easy
to
you.
Well, that's really nice, and I love that people think that I'm gifted. I'm happy to be doing what I love to do.
Absolutely. I
Simply.
think we have another question, Amy.
Oh, good. From me or from the audience? Oh, Raina. Okay, Raina.
Yes. Paulie, who was your biggest influence to become a fashion designer?
Wow.
That's a good
hard.
one, yeah.
Who's my biggest influence? You know, it's probably twofold. One would probably be, growing up, I loved the idea of how Ralph Lauren would paint you a picture of what his world was about. You know what I mean? Like this whole like ranch, like all-American kind of like thing that he would do. And it was down to his fragrances, to his wallpaper. You know, he had paint at like, you know, he had like cans of dark paint
Yeah,
that
he
you could
sells
like
it. Yeah,
get Ralph Lauren
Lauren
paint.
paint, yeah.
Like he had everything, like, and I'm like, I just wanted everything to be Ralph Lauren in my life. Like, and I thought that was really cool because it was like lifestyle-y, you know what I mean?
That's
Like
right.
it made you want to be a part of that. And I think that kind of fueled how I wanted to build my business, I think. But yeah, I mean, really, like, I think it's all of the people that I continue to meet every day, like being able to like to dress them and like imagine like my clothes on them and living like something of me being a part of other people's lives is really kind of, it gets me going, you know?
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to have your fashion so that it's affordable for all?
What I really want is to, because I don't think, affordability is something that is really important in the market, and I think that is one aspect of fashion. But fashion, for me, also needs to be aspirational, and it needs to be something to reach up to and to want to be and to want to become, because like that's the part that's the most fun. It's like dressing up and becoming something other than where you are.
You are taking all this fabulousness to market. We will be able to see you in stores nationwide, we hope sometime soon. And definitely you can find them online at pauliegibson.com.
Can you purchase clothes from there?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, wonderful.
We love it. I love that you're here. Thank you.
Beautiful work, Paulie. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go to Raina now, who's in the band, and let's see if they're fashionably fit as well. Raina?
You know, we've had great entertainment with us tonight, so let's give it up for Nappy DJ Needles.
It just seemed like heaven, so I did it. And do you remember? I bet you be back in the fall. Then we did again. The broad day long. Do you remember us holding hands? Maybe just as we stand. Do you remember the time when we fell in love? When we first met, girl, when we fell in love, do you remember the time? Do you remember how we used to talk? You know, we'd stay on the phone and not till dawn. Do you remember all the things we said? Like I love you so I'll never let you go.
I said the hip, the hip it to the hip, hip hop. You don't stop the rocker to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
Now, I'm telling you, if I'm doing a party, that's what I want going on where I am in the place. Nappy DJ Needles. Very good. And you know what? If you want to get in touch with Nappy DJ Needles, you can. He's got a website. You can go to his website. It's Nappy DJ Needles. He's on Facebook. He's on Twitter. You can check him out all those places, or you can go to djneedles76@gmail.com. That's it. You know what? Cass is in the kitchen. Cassandra, what are you doing over there?
Lisa and I are jamming to Nappy DJ Needles over here, that's for sure. Nothing like food and music, is it, Lisa?
Right, exactly.
So, Lisa, again, with Thai Free Cafe and Free Bird Cafe, actually, yes, Thai Free Restaurant, who are these children?
These are Burmese refugee children here. And the point of the cafe is to support the project, the learning projects for the children, and also to give us a voice in the community where we are. We're in Chiang Mai, Thailand, in northern Thailand. So you cannot go to the cafe, unfortunately, unless you want to come back with me. I'm leaving this week to go back to Thailand, or in the future if you decide to come over to Thailand. But you can order a cookbook online. If you follow Freebird Cafe, you can order a cookbook online and get some of the recipes of healthy Asian food that we cook in the cafe there, and support the project at the same time.
Excellent. So now you cut some fruit up for me.
Yes.
You brought some. What is
mystery
this?
Fruit. Okay.
Mystery fruit.
This is a lychee. Have you ever seen one before?
No.
No. Okay. So all you do is take that outer shell off.
Okay. Well, it looks like a baby egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead. There's a big seed in the middle. I'm going to warn you.
Okay. And I eat that?
Yes.
And then can you open up the dragon fruit and show them?
Yes.
So.
Okay, a lot of people haven't seen a dragon fruit. And actually, they have a white variety and a red variety, or a reddish-purple variety. And this is the white one that I actually got all of this fruit at Global Market. So you can get any of the Asian fruits from there. Would you like to try this
I would.
too?
I feel like I'm getting younger.
I'll get you a little. Yeah.
So it's very sweet.
You can have one too.
It's kind of it's chewy and it's sweet, a little bit like, almost like gum. But it melts right in your mouth. And this scoops out like ice cream.
Yes.
So when we try this, we have to also have Ivy try something, and Raina when they come over as well.
It's nice. Yeah, a lot of people like these in smoothies.
Yes, indeed. So now, again, give us out your website and the reason why people can donate.
Okay, so Freebird Cafe, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter. The actual website for the organization is ThaiFreedomHouse.org. So ThaiFreedomHouse.org will get you to the other links if you want to go directly to the cafe and just find out about healthy lifestyle, healthy living, recipes, how to support the project. It's Freebird Cafe on Facebook.
Wonderful. And all these healthy foods you give to the children.
Yes.
But more than just
fruits. We give them a daily healthy snack as well, soy milk and fruit and nuts.
Wow.
All with their education that they get every day.
I want to be there.
Come on over.
I mean,
you can volunteer. We accept volunteers from all over the world.
In Thailand?
Yes.
But how do you get there?
Take a plane.
Okay. I mean, do you send us
No.
Excellent.
You have to get your own way over there, but you can volunteer.
Okay, well, I got to have Ivy and Raina come in and try some of this delicious food.
Okay, so I do know that Lisa just posted a video on their Facebook page that shows about what it's like to be a volunteer when you go there. And they put you up in a hotel, they show you what to do, and really there's a lot of young people who get set to launch something to actually help raise funds for Thai Freedom House through the Freebird Cafe. So, yeah. It made me want to go, maybe in my next life.
But bring the kids.
So delicious.
You take them somewhere every summer, bring them over.
Find them online at ThaiFreedomHouse.org on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yes, we have a YouTube channel where you can see the kids doing their traditional dances and things too.
It's delicious. Thank you so much, Lisa Nesser, for coming on our show today. It has been wonderful. Thank you, Paulie Gibson, also for coming and giving us fashion sense. Good food, good fashion. It doesn't get better than that.
Oh my gosh, and I want to thank our sponsors. You guys are an awesome, good-looking, enthusiastic studio audience. Yeah, and all of you watching at home and online.
And we definitely want to thank our band, our music for tonight, Nappy DJ Needles.
Yeah,
take us away.
Old school. Okay, that is...
Well, I'ma tell you a story and I come out bluntly. Want an ugly child? Hey, nobody would want me. I used to walk around and get upset and upsetter till I figured out ways to make myself look better.